After 9 long years, the Karnataka government has finally, officially got its hands on the caste survey report. But the findings are still under wraps, with the Siddaramaiah government still unwilling to share them with the public. What has the Karnataka caste survey found? Why have consecutive Karnataka governments been reluctant to publish the report? And the big question, why is a caste census needed in India? Let me explain. Let Me Explain is a weekly explainer show where I take a deep dive into issues, controversies, and go beyond the obvious. Like and share all our videos and join me every Friday for a new episode. And as I keep reminding you in every episode, become a TNM subscriber. Why? Because you're not just supporting independent journalism, but you also get access to all our paywall content, including our political newsletter, Power Trip. And you get to come to all our events. Now back to the caste survey. The caste survey report was submitted to Siddaramaiah by the Backward Classes Commission on Feb 29. TNM has learned that the findings, which are actually from 2016, have the potential to change the political landscape of Karnataka. The survey, from what we know, has found that the scheduled castes and tribes form the biggest chunk in the state. Minorities form the second largest base, representing around 14%. The population of Lingaites have dropped from 17 to 11%. Among the other backward classes, that is OBCs, Kurubas are the biggest caste. They form around 9 to 10% of the total state's population. Kurubas were earlier believed to be around 6 to 7%. Their numbers are now equal to that of Vokkaligas in the state. Earlier, Vokkaligas were thought to form around 14% of the population. While Vokkaligas are mostly concentrated in the southern part of Karnataka, Kurubas are spread across the state and are present in significant numbers in the Hyderabad Karnataka region, that is otherwise known as Kalyana Karnataka. While these are details known through leaks, it's important to know the history of this caste survey. Let me also add that these leaks have been denied by consecutive governments, but sources close to the Chief Minister's office have confirmed that they are by and large accurate. In 2014, when the Congress was in power with Siddaramaiah as the Chief Minister, he ordered a socio-economic survey. In April and May of 2015, the government had surveyed 13.5 million households across Karnataka. The Congress had then said that the goal of the survey was to help the state government figure out reservations and quotas for the OBC category in line with what the 127th Constitution Amendment Bill had in mind. Siddaramaiah had insisted on the survey despite resistance from leaders even within his own party. Those close to him say that there was another, a more personal reason for why he was determined to order the survey. For long, two castes have dominated the political landscape in Karnataka, the Lingaites and the Vokkaligas. These two communities are well organized through sanghas, that is associations, and mathas, and they've leveraged their strength both socially and politically. Siddaramaiah is from the Kuruba community, a caste which has significant numbers in the OBC category. But the OBC communities are highly fragmented and are not organized like Vokkaligas and the Lingaites. A caste survey would have also given an opportunity for OBCs to organize themselves better. The Karnataka State Backward Classes Commission chairperson H. Kantaraj did not submit the report to the government by June 2016 despite multiple assurances. Come 2018, the Congress failed to secure a clear majority and formed a government with the JDS with Kumaraswamy as the Chief Minister. This government then fell in 2019 and the BJP came to power. Governments changed, Chief Ministers changed, but the caste survey report continued to be in cold storage. The BJP had its own reasons for not wanting to accept the report. The party's politics is dominated by Lingayat leaders who used an unsubstantiated number of Lingaites forming 17% of Karnataka's population to concentrate influence and cement control. Now to the larger question. What is the need of a caste census in India? Ahead of the Lok Sabha elections, caste census is one of the biggest political issues in India. The Congress has been repeatedly demanding it. India's politics continues to be dominated by caste, but yet the actual numbers on caste breakup in the country is over 90 years old. The last caste census was done in 1931, and the findings of the 2011 census has not yet been made public. India's Supreme Court has repeatedly said that affirmative measures and reservations must be based on evidence and data. But the big question here is this: how is that even possible when we don't have the actual numbers? The way India's reservations are currently designed is without an understanding of the caste breakup. Those who criticize the caste census make two main points. One, that it could further divide society along caste lines. Two, that certain castes may demand more reservation and more representation. But a caste census isn't just about counting the number of people belonging to each caste. It helps us map the socio-economic and educational scene for each of the castes. And with that information, our government can design better, more specific affirmative measures. Let me give you a simplistic analogy. Let's say you're organizing a birthday party for a child, but you don't know how many children will come, how many adults will come. You don't know what anyone's food preferences or allergies are. So you just get one chocolate cake and you think that's enough. Except that there are too many kids and not enough cake. Or too many adults with diabetes and only one cake on the menu. Continuing to announce schemes without actual numbers is something like this. Social justice isn't possible without actual data. Now tell me what you think of the demand for a caste census to be held in India. Do you think it's about time? Tell me in the comment section. The BJP that was initially in favor of a caste census has been dragging its feet, even speaking against it after coming to power. Back in 2010, Gopinath Munde, a prominent BJP leader and a member of the Lok Sabha at the time, was all for including every single caste in the 2011 census. In 2018, the Ministry of Home Affairs dropped a bombshell by confirming that OBC castes would be included in the census for the first time ever in independent India. But fast forward to 2019. After the BJP won a second turn, things took a different turn and the government flipped its stance. And in 2021, when the next countrywide census was due, the pandemic hit and the entire exercise of census has been shelved by the BJP ever since. But even as the Modi government has been reluctant, many states have started conducting caste surveys. Of course, the Modi government has contested that only the union government can conduct a caste census and has even gone to court about this. In 2021, Nitish Kumar-led Bihar government conducted a caste survey and made the findings of the report public. This triggered a domino effect, with other states too starting the exercise. Presently, Andhra Pradesh in South is also carrying out a caste survey. Now, before I go, I'll leave you with these words written by G. Kiran Kumar, who is the National President of the All India OBC Students Association. The article that he's written for News Minute is in the description below. You can read the entire article. This is what he said. A comprehensive caste census is not just desirable, it is essential for achieving equality and justice in our diverse and complex society. It is a means to identify privilege, acknowledge disparities, and craft policies. That's it from me for this week. Join me next week for another episode of Let Me Explain. Meanwhile, don't forget to leave your comments. Tell me what you liked, tell me what you didn't like. Also, tell me what you want me to take up in my next episode. The Lok Sabha elections are in the offing with just a few weeks to go. If you want quality journalism, quality reportage, and not just mindless parroting of what political parties want, then you have to support independent journalism. How you can do that is by going and checking out the News Laundry and the News Minute Joint Election Fund. We have several verticals. You can take a look at what we are looking to cover and you can see what interests you and contribute to our joint fund.